You see it all the time on the Facebook groups and the forums. Some guy will say, "Oh, just turn down the pressure dial on your standard jet wash mark and boom, you are soft washing." Let me tell you right now, that is 100% completely wrong. It is a massive myth. Back in the late 20th century, in the US and then over here, people were taking these massive high-pressure machines and absolutely blasting roofs, render and historic stone. And what happened? They were destroying the surfaces, blasting the protective fines right out of concrete tiles, cracking slates and literally peeling render off the walls. Turning down the pressure dial on a jet wash doesn't make it a soft wash system. It just makes it a weak, inefficient pressure washer that still relies on brute force to shift dirt. And that brings us to the real secret of what we do. The dirt you think you are blasting off, it isn't actually dirt at all. Most of the staining on UK properties is a living, breathing, biological colony. We are talking about biofilms. Algae, mould, mildew, moss, and those stubborn black lichen spots that embed themselves deep into the pores of sandstone and render. Mechanical blasting might knock the tops off, but it leaves the root structure completely untouched, ready to grow back within months. You do not need brute force to clean a biological problem. You need a biological solution. You need sanitation. Now, I've been in this industry a long time, and I run a franchise called Mr. Clever Clean, as well as Softwash UK. In the early days, it was a bit like the Wild West. You had guys throwing raw, unbuffered agricultural bleach into a bucket, mixing it with dish soap and spraying it around without a care in the world. But the industry has moved on, and thank goodness it has. Today, we are talking about proper professional compliance. We use high-grade sodium hypochlorite, yes, but we blend it with advanced biodegradable surfactants like our Clever Wash, which breaks the surface tension of the water so the chemical can penetrate deep without needing high concentrations. We have safety data sheets, COSH regulations, and precise proportioning equipment like the Clever Injector Dosatron that does the mixing for you. It's about protecting the building, the environment, and your own business reputation. So, why does true soft washing keep a surface clean up to 4 times longer than a standard pressure wash? It is all down to the science of root elimination. When you use a biocide-rich soft wash mix, say a 1:3 ratio of sodium hypochlorite and water for a roof, or a gentler 1:6 for render, the solution doesn't just sit on top. Supported by the surfactant, it sinks deep into the microscopic pores of the stone or tile, killing the mould and lichen at the absolute root. It completely sanitizes the substrate. Because the spores are dead, recolonization takes years, not months. That is where the real, lasting value is for the property owner. But with these chemicals, you've got to be professional. You can't just spray and hope for the best. Plants and domestic gardens need protecting. If you've got a dry, thirsty wooden deck or a flower bed right beneath a rendered wall, you need to manage your runoff. My favourite phrase in this game is, dilution is the solution to pollution. You pre-wet the grass and the flower beds first. You give them a good drink of H2O so they are plumbed up and won't drink in any chemical overspray. Then you keep a garden hose handy to rinse down continuously. In extreme cases, we even use horticultural gypsum pellets in the soil to absorb and neutralise any residual salt from the sodium hypochlorite. If you are not doing these risk assessments on every job, you are risking damage, complaints, and potentially your insurance coverage. Look, getting into soft washing is a massive opportunity to scale your business and offer high-value services, but you can't just buy a drum of chemical and call yourself an expert. You need proper training. That is why we developed the Softwash UK CPD certified Softwash training course. It takes you through the legislation, the chemistry, the safe handling, and the practical application methods. Completing it is how you gain approved Softwash applicator status and join a real community through the National Association of Softwash. It's about taking pride in your work, keeping yourself and the environment safe, and building a professional, profitable business that lasts. If you want to find out more, check out our website at softwashing.uk. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening today. Have a great day, take care of yourselves out there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye for now.